Dear children, good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the lesson The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, written by William Saroyan. We had two sessions already. Let us make a quick recap or recapitulation. Uh, Dear children, it's all about two Armenian boys uh, belonging to a village in San Joaquin Valley, California. These two boys, Aram of 9 years old and Murad of 13 years old, uh, were very much interested in riding a horse. One day, Murad brought a horse and presented to Aram, and both of them had happy ride with that. Uh, and The introduction about Uncle Khusro and the farmer John Barrow, who was the real owner of the horse, who lost his horse for around a month, and the cost of the horse was $60. And Uncle Khusro actually was a gentle man with a gentle heart, but he was homesick and who lost his homeland and is an immigrant now. So he behaves a very irritant way by saying it is no harm, pay no attention to it. Now, Aram, after coming to know that the horse was lost or stolen, was for a month, he rushed to his cousin's home. Here we stopped, and now we are at page number 7. Yeah, the farmer went away, and I ran over to my cousin Murad's house. He was sitting under a peach tree trying to repair the hurt wing of a young robin which could not fly. He was talking to the bird. Actually, when he reached Murad, what was Murad doing? Murad was repairing a robin, a small bird. Okay, repairing a bird means actually the bird could not fly, so he was giving treatment to that small bird. Okay, because he have a way with birds also. What is it? He said, the farmer John Barrow, I said, he visited our house. Actually, Aaron was very curious to tell about this to Murad. Okay, he wants his horse. You have had it a month. See, this is very important. The boy is reminding Murad about his stealing, and that was done 1 month back. I want you to promise not to take it back until I learn to ride. Only condition from Aram is Aram wanted to learn to ride. Before that, who should not return the horse back to the farmer? Murad. It will take you a year to learn to ride, my cousin Murad said. Oh, in your case, you will take 1 year to learn. We could not keep the horse a year. Actually, the boy Murad is also very honest. He could not keep the horse for longer time. He said, my cousin Murad leaped to his feet. What? He roared. Are you inviting a member of the Garoglanian family to steal? Yeah, this is the logical question. Okay, do you want to teach the Garoglian family to steal? The horse must go back to its true owner. Actually, he is insisting that the horse should go back to the real owner. When I said in 6 months at least, he said, at least if not for 1 year, in 6 months, for 6 months, he said. He threw the bird into the air, and the bird tried hard, almost fell twice, but at last flew away high and straight. Actually, the bird got good treatment from that boy, and finally the bird flew away. Early every morning for 2 weeks, my cousin Murad and I took the horse out of the barn of the deserted vineyard. Okay, abandoned. Deserted here means abandoned vineyard where we were hiding it, and rode it. And every morning, the horse, when it was my turn to ride alone, leaped over, jumped over grapevines and small trees, and threw me and ran away. Nevertheless, I hopped in time to learn to ride the way my cousin Murad rode. One morning, on the way to Fetwajan's deserted vineyard, we ran into the farmer John Byro, who was on his way to town. Dear children, one day while they were returning the horse back to that place, where is the place? The deserted vineyard of Mr. Fetwajan, who happened to meet them. John Barrow, the real owner of the horse, happened to meet them on the way. Okay, let me do that talking. My cousin Murad said, I have a way with farmers. This is his sponge dialogue that he has a way with. Okay, he said, okay, I will deal the situation. I will deal with the situation. Good morning, John Byro. My cousin Murad said to the farmer. The farmer studied the horse eagerly. Actually, the farmer, on seeing his own horse, wanted to check it, wanted to examine it, whether it belonged to him. Good morning, son of my friends, he said. What is the name of your horse? My heart, my cousin Murad said in Armenian. What is the name given to that horse? My heart, and it is given in Armenian language. Okay, a lovely name, John Byro said, for a lovely horse. Okay, beautiful name. I could swear it is the horse that was stolen from me many weeks ago. May I look into his mouth? Actually, immediately he identified his horse, and he wanted to check whether it is his horse by putting his by counting the number of teeth by looking into the mouth. Of course, Murad said. The farmer looked into the mouth of the horse, tooth for tooth. He said, I would swear it is my horse if I did not know your parents. So what do you mean by this dialogue? This is a very important dialogue, dear children. I would swear it. I would swear it means I will take a pledge that it is my horse if I didn't know your parents. What's the meaning? Actually, this John Byro is closely associated with Uncle Khusro and other people of Armenian family, Garoglanian tribe. Okay, and he knows very much that Garoglanian people could never make a stealing. Means parents are very good and honest. That's why he is telling, if I did not know your parents, he would believe that this is stolen by you. But he is not telling it is stolen. The fame of your family for honesty is well known to me. Yet the horse is the twin of my horse. A suspicious man would believe his eyes instead of his heart. Good day, my young friends. But he did not claim that it is okay, you have stolen. But he simply said, it is my horse. I know it is one of the two. I mean, it's a twin horse. Two are there, and only one is lost. So he strongly believes that that was his horse, provided he did not know their parents, because he could never believe that these children will steal it. Good day, John Byro. My cousin Murad said. Okay, good day, happy morning, like that. Early the following morning, we took the horse back to John Byro's vineyard and put it in their barn. That actually the children wanted to return, and because their honesty is checked and tested by this man. Okay, so they felt bad, and they kept the horse back in the barn of John Byro, not that Fetwajan deserted vineyard. Okay. But suddenly two dogs attacked them. The dogs followed us around without making a sound. The dogs, I whispered to my cousin. Immediately Aram said, hey, dogs are coming, whispered, spoke in a low voice. I thought they would bark. They would at somebody else, he said. I have a way with them. His sponge dialogue. What is his sponge dialogue here? I have a way with the dogs. I have a way with the robins. I have a way with the farmers. Same, okay. Like his uncle, it is no harm, pay no attention to it. My cousin Murad put his arms around the horse, pressed his nose into the horse nose, patted it, and then we went away. Actually, that is a parting scene. Murad wanted to convey his love and affection to that horse by pressing his nose against its. Okay, And that afternoon, John Byro came to our house in his surrey and showed my mother the horse that had been stolen and returned. Actually, now he could make use of his surrey. Okay, the horse was back for him, and in the same horse, using the same horse, he came to their house that very evening to inform that the lost horse had been recovered. I do not know what to think. He said the horse is stronger than ever. Actually, that Murad happened to feed the horse properly. It became better tempered. Yeah, I thank God my uncle Khusraw, who was in the parlor in the drawing room, okay, became irritated and shouted, "Quiet, man, quiet, your horse has been returned, pay no attention to it." Okay, anyway, somebody has returned your horse, better not to make a mention of it, pay no attention to it. Okay, that is what the story about children. I hope all of you have understood the story. It's a small story but narrated in a prolonged way. So you can now write down the important questions. So what did you learn today? Today what we learned is the children, after riding it for a few more days, and when they were about to return the horse in that vineyard, they happened to meet the original owner, that is John Byro, and John Byro just checked his horse by counting the tooth. Okay, but he could not, he was very much sure that the horse was his, but he did not claim because he knew the parents of those children. They were known for honesty. And with that, Murad and Aram also felt very bad, and they returned the horse to that man and kept the horse tied in that in the barn. And next, the same evening, John Byro brought the horse to Aram's house to meet Uncle Khusraw, and said he got his lost horse. For that, Uncle Khusraw replied, "Pay no attention to it." Okay, that is his style, and that is the end of the story. Now, here are a few questions for you. You can write the answers. You can also make use of NCERT solutions for this. Okay. The story revolves around characters who belong to a tribe in Armenia. Murad and Aram are members of the Garoglanian family. Now locate Armenia and Assyria on the atlas and prepare a write-up on the Garoglanian tribes. You may write about people, their names, traits, geographical and economic features as suggested in the story, because they belong to a poor tribe. Okay, that you can do as an assignment. Yeah, now some important children. Yeah, here are some of the vocabulary used in the text. Magnificence, extremely beautiful, daybreak, dawn, Armenian, official language of Armenia branch, longing and aching desire, comical, funny, Garoglanian and Armenian tribe, consequently, as a result, pious, religious, orally, leap, jump, forward, bound, spring, vineyard, plantation of grapevines used in wine making, orchards, a piece of land of the plantation of fruits, irrigation ditches, man-made channel used to deliver water to homes, industries and other uses, trot, proceed with something, descendant, a system that developed from an earlier simple version, streak, race, enormous, huge, that valley, okay, California, and capricious, inconsistent, change of mood, changing behavior, vagrant, a person without a home or job, Vazire, a name, funny, here fury means anchor, reared, raised, snorted, breathed out, dawned, appeared, alfalfa, a flowering plant that is given for the host to eat, parlor, a sitting space in a house, city dweller, a person who lives in a city, surrey, a light for wheeled horse. drawn carriage. Actually, a small carriage has 2 or 4 seats. Okay, children, that is the end of the lesson. And study well, read well, write well. Thank you. Have a nice